Hello everyone, I am Manav, and in this video we are going to learn about motion and its law that were made by a great scientist known as which scientist? Newton, Isaac Newton. As I forgot for a bit, but now I can make that sense. So, what was that name? So that is Isaac Newton was the person who developed laws on the motion. He made 3 laws of motion, and those 3 laws of motion are law of inertia. Second, the relation between the acceleration and force. Third, I'm not going to tell you now because we are going to learn this in a deep detail. So I think I should not tell you now. We should first clear our basics and then we'll move to the different step, that is our laws of motion and whatever like stuff. So let's begin with the motion. What do you mean by motion? Because in this topic you must know 3 things. Momentum, 3 things. Momentum, what is motion, and what is our force. These are the 3 things that are the basic steps to know, to understand this topic very fluently and very easily. So first we are gonna learn about motion. Motion means when an object changes or displaces from its initial point. If my hand is here and I move this, so this is its initial point, initial destination we can say, and after this when it's moving, this is our motion. My hand is in motion, and when it changes to initial and comes to its last destination, this process of changing, displacing from initial point, is known as motion. Rest mean when the object is staying in its on its initial point. Initial point. Cannot understand? And initial point, we know what is that. If my hand is staying here just like this, it is just staying on its initial point. It is not moving here and there, here and there, and here and there. So what does it mean? It is on rest. My hand is on rest. Now momentum. What do you mean? First, I think you should learn about the formula of momentum. That is mass multiplied by, and there is another thing, velocity. Yes. Mass multiplied by velocity. Velocity? What do you mean by velocity? Velocity is not velocity. Velocity means speed with direction. 5 kilometer to north, 5 kilometer to south, 5 kilometer to east, 5 kilometer to west. This is are nothing but velocity. Multiply by mass. Let's take an example. I am playing. I'm not playing. There are two persons. There is a person who is too much more fatty from me. Mean its mass is more than me. I am. You can see. I have lesser mass than him. There is a door. There is a door. And I want to break out that door. So that person come and with the speed of 2 meter per second. What happened? He easily broke down. He easily broken out that whatever we can say door. But when I come with the same velocity, what happened with me? Nothing. I cannot do nothing. I was not able to break out that door. Why? So if you multiply his weight multiply by velocity was common in both of the case. Mass was more of him than me. So the momentum will be more of him than me due to this. After that, what I done? I come from too much. What I did? I came from 15 meter far from that door, and I running, and my speed was 15 meters second. So when I came, you can make that sense what I'm trying to say. So at that time happened the same, because my momentum start rising due to the velocity, and this is an example that I'm going to now give you. Bullet versus ball. If I throw the ball that is heavier than the bullet, when I threw it, what I observed, it gone with the speed of 3 meter per second. And after that, I reload my gun and put some one bullet whose mass was lesser than the what do we say this bullet. Nee. Mean the bullet mass was lesser than our ball. So when I shoot up it gone with the speed of 15 meter per second. So the momentum will be equal? No. And one thing else. So what I observed, the ball was not too much far from me, but the bullet was too much far. Momentum was more of bullet than the ball. How? Because the velocity was more. It doesn't matter that always mass will be more or always mass will be lesser. Velocity also matters. So I hope you can understand what I'm talking about. Now, I think we should move to the laws of motion. First law of inertia. Too much simple law. Too much simple law? Yes. Law of inertia states that an object tries to stay in motion or in rest if that object is before that object is in motion or at rest when an unbalanced force is applied. Now I think first two lines are too much clear. Meanwhile, if the object is in motion, car is in motion, it would be hard for the car to at a point try if it try to come on the rest. So it would be a little. Well, I cannot say little. It would be a little hard. Not little. In a moderate we can say. Why? Because the object tries to stay in motion if it is in motion, and the object tries to stay in rest if it is in rest. But when there is an unbalanced force is applied. Now, don't have to include this unbalanced force in your definition if in your exams this comes. So you don't have to do much thing like this. But if you will write, it would be a little impressive. Yes, it would be a little impressive. So I think you should and you must use this. But what do you mean by this unbalanced force? We have studied net force.